Hey YouTube, welcome back to my channel. I want to thank all the subscribers for sticking with me and clicking like and subscribe, and feel free to comment below. As I've stated, the purpose of this channel is to keep your students and children busy through the summer. But now as we transition into going back to school, we're going to start talking about how to prepare your students for distance learning. What I have done, I've just decided to take a room, and I did this back in March in my home, and turn it into a learning center with posters and things that would encourage academia and positive energy around my children. I have three different children, one in high school, one in middle school, and one in elementary, and they all have different learning styles. And in order for them to be successful, I felt as it would be important for me to put up information that they would be needing to see and refer to during their lessons. Positive with your children. They are going to feed off of your energy. So if your approach to returning to the learning and distance learning is negative, theirs will be as well. They feed off of our energy. So before you speak, before you begin to interact with them, take a self retrospective and say, okay, they're going to feed off of me. So let's approach this with a positive mentality so that they will also have a positive mentality. Transition that positive energy into creating their vision and their goal for the school year. It is not too early to start having them think and talk and converse with you about what they're expecting their grades to look like or their results to be this school year. And don't just think the entire school year. Start one quarter at a time or one semester at a time, however your jurisdiction breaks it down. So once you have those goals listed or those visions written out and posted for them to see, and have it up in the room where they're going to be learning so that they can constantly refer to it. Okay, my goal is to ace chemistry this semester. My goal is to get the highest score possible on my PSAT or my SAT or whatever exams they're going to be taking. Also, so if you're excited, they'll be excited. If you are humdrum, they will be humdrum. So if you have a first day of school tradition, big breakfast, photos, pictures, you may want to start hyping that up. Second is socially. Do not let school only be academia, but allow your child time to socialize through Zoom or Google Meet or WebEx with other children their age about what their school is like or will be like. Don't wait until school begins to do that. Some families and some learning environment situations and schooling situations have social zooming so the children can learn and continue to have social time with children their own age. And in that room you've designated as the learning room, you want to make sure that all of their ideas and visions and posts are up so that they can refer to it as they are learning. This room is our learning room. We all study here at different times because I have a high school, middle school, and elementary schooler. They're not always in here at the same time. So there's a vast range of learning posters and um, information to help everyone from the high schooler down to my first grader. So my husband is studying and he studies in this room. And at times I also do my lessons. I attend my seminars and I study in this room as well. So our children see us recognizing that this is the study room, this is the learning environment, this is the room where it's supposed to be quiet and conducive for learning. So again, I thank you guys for watching. Please click like and subscribe below. thing, I almost forgot. If you are an educator and you live in a community where you know that there are a lot of children in this community, you have the ability to share some of your knowledge with some parents, and it doesn't have to, you don't have to put your name on it. Just leave them a postcard in their mailbox, letting them know it's going to be okay. Here are some tips for helping out your child if your child goes to a public school or goes to a school that's going to be in distance learning. You're an educator, you know what our children are going to need to know to return to school. So, be a change in your own community. Reach out to your community, your neighbors, maybe, especially if you know there's a child there. If you see a basketball hoop there, there's a child there. So they're going to need, some support. And you don't have to leave your name or anything. You could be totally anonymous, but just let that parent know that it's going to be okay. You're not alone. You don't have to tell them, send them to your house. That's not what you're saying. I can tell that's not what you're saying. You're just saying that here are some tips that can help you help your child best. Or you can just send them to my page. I'll be coming back to do more tips to help parents get ready for that distance learning transition as we get closer to the start of school. But don't wait until the day school begins. It's too late then. Get that in their mindset prior to school beginning. And you may not want to talk about it because educators don't want to hear nothing about going back to school in the month of August until it's time. But the reality is, if you don't plan for success, you're planning to fail. So be the change you want to see, like I was saying. Um, be kind to each other. And if you don't like something about yourself, you have the ability to change it with what's inside of you. Bye.